Okay, welcome back to Press A to Die does Prepare to Die. This is getting long in the tooth. And I am just starting off with Dukes. I've got some souls to spend. I believe I just killed Seath, I believe. I just went straight back to the bonfire and I seem to be lost. I think that's the way to go. To get some decent spells out of this guy. And unfortunately, I don't actually need all the spells he sells. I only need, I think, one or two. Like, I think I might use Crystal Soul Spear at some point. If I've got the intelligence, I might as well use it. It can be useful in a fight, even in PvP. People say it's not. I think it might be sometimes, but it's certainly good against PvE, and that's something I might have trouble with. So that's good. But as I was saying, I will get all of his spells at once because I need his catalyst. So that's something else that I really need. So we're warped down here to Filing Shrine and starting to begin our journey down towards the catacombs and Nito and doing all that fine, good undead skeleton stuff. Now, I think I finally remembered to actually start upgrading my stuff here. See how the +5 is a tempting slot there, but at this point in time, I was sort of holding on to that blue chunk, just slab, because I wasn't quite sure quite if I might go with a different enchanted weapon, because I've got 44 intelligence, so I'm thinking maybe, you know, I might do like an enchanted bandit knife or something just as a backup, but as it turns out I don't, and as you see later in that playthrough when I do the new content, how much me just saving a blue slab kind of works out for me. It really doesn't. But at the moment I'm not finishing off the Duke's quest just yet because I need souls, and a really good way to get souls is to actually do more of the story. So come down here, get the binoculars. Finally remembered. They're kind of necessary PvP items as well, because if you're in a queue and you come across somebody who's fighting somebody else, nothing says more I'm joining the queue and I won't interfere more than putting some binoculars to your face. So they are actually kind of useful items, especially in PvP. Because they kind of flag you as a non-combatant. So I don't know why I left them so long, because I know that. I guess you just need to don the Mask of the Child and then put some binoculars on for just extra. I'm awesome. But yeah, I need all the souls I'm going to get from this quest that we do in this video. We actually managed to do it all. I'm a lot better at the catacombs than I am against Dukes. And we'll use all the souls we get in this episode for going back to Dukes and finishing Dukes off for good. So prepare for many skeleton shenanigans in this episode. I haven't actually set foot down here yet. It caught me out. And I have very few poise on this character, I just realised. I really need to work on the poise of this character. Are those still Knight Gauntlets? Okay, for those of you who haven't figured out, the gauntlets I am actually going for in this episode will be the Cleric Gauntlets. Some of you might have thought the Paladin, but the Cleric Gauntlets I think are just better when it comes to... Maybe not visually. I don't know, I mean they kind of look like Darth Vader gloves, so if you want an evil character with big black gloves, the Cleric Gauntlets are really good. They've got excellent defense, one of the best defense for their weight, and they also got the same poise, but a little bit less weight than other stuff. I think the only thing at their weight which beats them in poise, or I suppose gets the same poise as them but beats them in weight, would be Go's Gauntlets, and that's got pretty terrible defense. So I think Cleric Gauntlets are the way to go, and they look pretty snazzy. So kill these little arseholes of the skeleton thingamajigs as we go along. Now I am well aware of a shortcut over here. I'm just having a look, just there by the door. But unfortunately for you guys who wanted to see me just race through this game, obviously I'm not going to do that because I am completely over leveled for this area, one-shotting everything, and I'm human, so I will be doing the whole of this catacombs here, not just to show it off because this is not my type of LP. I'm literally just stalling for time to see if anyone invades me while I do it. I gotta say that if you want to skip ahead to watch me go fight Nito at the end or whatever, I don't get invaded the whole time, and I'm deliberately doing it slowly as well. I don't deliberately do a few things I do, but I am not jumping in the shortcut and just tearing through this area because I kind of want to get invaded. That's the point of this playthrough. So we got to just move around and I do tend to get lost in this area because I use the shortcuts so much and just jump around like Spider-Man in this area. I don't know my way around too well. I always forget there's a point where if you jump down a particular area, you can't actually get up without a hidden passage, sort of like falling through a roof and coming through a hidden passage and falling through another roof. I always forget that and look for a way back up, which just doesn't exist. Guy parrying my ass. You always feel stupid when that happens, when it hits you and it does so little damage. I've been in Dark Souls 2, that does more. Just the other thing that happened since I last recorded a playthrough is that Dark Souls 2 has been announced. Not quite sure if I'm ready for it yet. I know it's next year and all. Kind of the same thing that happened with Pokemon Black and White is I'm not really. I'm still playing Dark Souls. I'm still enjoying it. I'm not done with Dark Souls yet, so I'm not too excited about Dark Souls for that point. And I'm just ignoring everything that people have been talking about, casual or whatever. I'm not going to get hyped and I'm not going to get upset. I will see when we see. So you can talk about that in the comments if you want. I don't really care. I don't talk about candy floss in the comments if you want. You see, I'm just literally just wandering the area. I never can see any of these items because I just jump through it all. So I'm like wondering what's going on with these items. And I do know there are particular items like the scythe and Tranquil Walk of Peace and all that crap. I know there are some of those around, but I don't know any of the little ones, like what souls are where. I'm having fun just exploring, and I kind of forgot that I'm doing a YouTube video. Also, that swing attack is so good against PvE. I'm getting dominated by statues. Like, I block all the damn skeletons like hopping in my face with scimitars, and then I get like butt rolled by a piece of rock. Who are incidentally got Master of the Mothers on, and their fucking heroics get that look fucking awesome. I gotta say, he absolutely just pulled me off with him. Fortunately for me, I can't reassemble myself like he can. Jump forward a bit, not being invaded. No point showing me do the same bit up to that bit. Heater shield, not really giving enough fire defense as I'd like. I guess if you want to do that fire defense thing, you're gonna want a Black Knight shield if anything. Which does actually come into one of my other builds, a Gravelord build I got, so I'll show that off at some point. You guys were getting really pissed off with me saying, oh, I'll do this at this point, I'll do that at that point. And sorry guys, I will do it at some point. But, you know, me showing off a Gravelord is a little hard, because it's a freaking Gravelord, man. They don't really work. Am I lost again? No, I decided to shut the shortcut here. No shortcut, the hidden bonfire. Because not a lot of people seem to know about this one. I don't know why. It's pretty well signposted. Can't miss that. Of course, we got our friend Patches out here. Now, on one of my practice playthroughs, when I talked to Patches here, I accidentally said I was a cleric, not thinking, which means you can't get the cleric gauntlets at all until your next playthrough. So I am very deliberately saying, no, I am not a cleric. Because that would have screwed me up absolutely completely, so you've got to be careful of that. Also, don't kill Patches, because I need him bad. He is kind of in the way though, a bit there. We have this fun little fun time with the Patches coming up. I thought you had to run all the way across this, but you don't. You just have to go a little bit. Whoa, I almost fell off there. I'm thinking I didn't activate it, so I'm about to run across again, and there it is. Patches doing his thing. Patches is as Patches does. You can't blame him. He's Patches. He's called the hyena. I mean, come on.
Oh, well, how are you there? I slipped and flipped that lever. It didn't cause you any trouble, by chance?
No, you didn't cause any trouble. Alright. Not part of this game. No, of course not.
Really? Yes.
Rightio.
I see. Rightio. Then everything's good, isn't it?
I want to see a Let's Play done by Patches. This is voice acted with Patches.
You and I just
Go murdering NPCs and kicking them off stuff. Also, something I noticed just on this playthrough, I usually do male characters. I've forgotten why I did a female character. I didn't just to see the legs in this gear, but he calls me darling. I also cut out like about 10 minutes of me staring at the screen then. I have completely forgotten why I went AFK for a moment there. I didn't get invaded the whole time, so whatever. Nothing really changed. I want to... Patches in the way! Come on, move, man. I want to hurt you. Yeah, he calls you darling. He also calls you darling later on, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that if you're a bloke. So that's cool. Gender Pacific dialogue. And, getting pissed off at full damage, I'm just going to come up here and heal and get on with it. And we continue part 2 of Catacombs after I finished farting around in the bonfire. The second part of this Catacombs is where I start to get really lost, because as soon as you go through that fog gate up ahead, it's mystery central for me, because I don't know like my way around at all. This is always a bit that you skip. If you use any of the shortcuts jumping down to the bottom, you do not see this bit at all. And there's not a whole lot of items down here that are worth it, just a lot of lame deaths. Although there is one thing down here which might be worth going for, and it's not the Walker Twilight piece bullshit which is through here, which I'll go and get now. It looks like I love doing that. Skeletons are the most bounciest enemies of all. I went right past the fucking door there, and I got lost here and can't find it. Where the fuck is the door? I know it's there somewhere. Because I'm over leveled at this point, I'm not actually going to die. I'm making a stupid mistake like that. Move on, and oh yeah, we need to kill the necromancer up here as well, who's being an asshole and reanimating everything. Once we kill this pyromancer here, we can actually kill everything that's following me. And the Walker Twilight thingamajig's over there. Now, when most people play a game, or they try and play a game on PvP, the Skull Lantern, that is useful. Because I have... Guess what I forgot to attune, guys? Guess what I forgot to attune to my magic? And where I'm going. Yep, you got it. I don't have any light source on me. I'm an idiot. But yeah, when people first play a PvP game and they think, oh, this would be awesome, let's do this. And it's only when they like understand the community bit and go, oh my god, I used to be such a noob, whether it be Pokemon, Battlefield, or whatever, when I first started playing Battlefield, I was that sniper up on that hill, prone for 20 minutes at a time, not going for objectives, and it's only hundreds of hours and a few games later that I'm the guy carrying the team doing the objectives. So I was like that with this game, and the first PvP character I made was a character which ambushed other characters with Walker Tranquil Peace and used Hornet Ring with a bandit knife with a backstab. Yes, I was that person. That character has since evolved beyond using the Hornet Ring, and I would only use the Hornet Ring these days. Even though it's been patched, I would probably only use it for PvE, like the forest or something. It's funny how people kind of learn against stuff like that. Even though it wasn't even viable. I kind of got against doing it because when it worked, it wasn't fun. It was like you would spend, especially as that character is a Dark Moon, I would spend 10 minutes looking for a fight. And either I would die, get pissed off, or I would win and the fight will be over in literally 5 seconds. And that's not fun. And as I've said before in some of the other PvP elements where I'm upright, looking at the other guy with the shield up, the other guy's upright, looking at me, and we're circling each other. No backstab bullshit. When we're actually like fully 100% alert and circling each other and the fight lasts is when the fight's really good. So trying to get that and prolong that, not only so you can get practice so you get better, but because that's the most enjoyable part of PvP, that's kind of how I try and get into a fight. So I'm all for pumping up the health, but not so much the damage anymore. And it's not because health makes you win games, but it does. It's because health lets you experience games for longer, like fights for longer, which gives you more practice, which makes you get better, and it's more fun. So it's just funny how people learn and change, and that's a massive long run I've managed to spell out here, just as we drop down into the Black Knight area, who absolutely just creams me there. Oh, I managed to dodge him at least once. Flub a backstab, and he finishes me off, as he should. So I am just going to cut straight back to right back there. I fell down there sort of by accident, and he just splats me straight into the ground. And I do not want to lose this, because as you can see I don't have a Ring of Revival on for once, because I wasn't really afraid of dying, even though I nearly did. Oh, it's so close. Do I just wuss out and run away? Yeah, I think I do. Again, sort of like the Black Knight Halberd. I am used to fighting the Black Knight axe on PvP, but I'm pretty sure the Black Knight axe is very different when a Black Knight's actually swinging it as opposed to those guys in the forest who will swing at your sword twice, and it's so easy to just parry. So I cut that dude in half. Going for the backside bit. There you go. Enchanted halberd makes very short work of him. That's all it took. And yes, I died to him amazingly. I go back up to where the knight was because I so rarely kill that knight. Well, when I kill that knight, I'm usually here from dropping down to Vamos, and he drops to me. So I did notice there was an item there, and I forgot what it was. Turns out it's sort of a useless soul item, but I am still in an invadable point, and I will stall for all I'm worth, goddammit, until I get invaded, which I don't. Wait, I don't get invaded and I don't stall for all I'm worth after this. I think I move on because I realise I'm making a video and as it counts as progress, I sort of have to show this, but it's not kind of the point. So I'm kind of stuck between two things of I have to show this, but it's crap. And that's kind of like the story of a lot of this LP is I'm getting frustrated having to do this because it's I want to get on because there are some great PvP moments coming up in about 3 episodes, I think. It might be after this one actually, where I do a hell of a lot of forest PvP because I kind of get back to it after me chasing that thing because I realise that this is not. People aren't invading me. I thought it would. After someone said to me, you know, go do a human PvP playthrough and just play the game human and see how many times you get invaded. You don't. Unfortunately, this game, it's not dead. You still do get invaded in the right areas. You've got to be pretty high. Most of the PvP action is at 100 and above, or at least 60 and above. And I am contemplating, it's like, yeah, as soon as I do Pinwheel, I'm not exactly going to die to Pinwheel, so that's it, that's the catacombs done. I'm looking for full control. Nice that I actually have it for once. I don't know if this is actually a fall which causes damage. I know the one into Nito is. I don't know about that one. It made the sound, so I'm guessing it does. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and 4 hits, he's dead. And that guy died before that projectile, which is nice. And what mask do I get today? Money on child. Yes! That wasn't me because I seen that, because I honestly haven't reviewed this, so I think the child is the most common one. Now, as you may have noticed when I cycled through there, I have Chameleon on. I don't have the frickin' light sorcery on, despite me having it. When I was doing this playthrough the first time, I was slightly concerned I didn't actually buy it from Dusk, but I did. I just forgot to tune it because I wasn't paying attention to which direction I'm going. Pretty good at the Tomb of Giants. I play it quite a lot. There's some really nice items in here. And there's one. Soul of the Proud Knight. I guess, is it Proud Knight or Brave Warriors got the most? Big arrows start coming at you there, so you want to move out of the way. And also there's, even if you're good at this area, the party box behind me there, that's not something you really want. Actually, the party box is to my left now. Along that way. But anyway, I made it to a bonfire. I don't think I get invaded in here. Some more spoilers. I will be doing the Tomb of Giants, and I will be, I think, moving up my endurance. I'm thinking about it. I think what I need is endurance, a bit more vitality, and intelligence, and that's it for this character. Attune weapons, what you want, you moron. I cut a bit out there because I think I was faffing, and faffing just not an entertaining video make, so ditch Chameleon. Did I put the light on? Back to the Ulasal Catalyst. There you go. And that's what you want. You don't want the little bug you put on your head. I forgot what it's called. Sunlight Maggot. You don't want the Skull Lantern if you're going to be doing any PvP around here. You're going to want that light sorcery because I don't think it counts as a personal buff, but either that or you lose a head slot, the Sunlight Maggot, which has 0 defense, or even worse, you lose a hand slot. But don't get me wrong, I have invaded in here with a Skull Lantern, and it's pretty fun, but it's not. I'm preparing myself. I do a flying jump as well. Come on, Patches, let's do it. I'm ready. Me and Patches, perfect team. I look down the hole, he kicks me down it. Perfect. Thank you, Patches. And I know that's a Skull Lantern, I've already got one, so I decided not to pick it up, and I thought, nah, screw it. Dual wielding Skull Lanterns are awesome, so having two is going to be just awesome. So, we've got Rhea down here with some... I always try and get this sorcery that she gives us here, because it's the only place to get it. Even though I'm not going to have enough faith to ever use it, I am definitely going to be just doing the little quest. If I thought with a PvP character, I would be fairly decent at doing something like this. Kind of play with them a bit too much. He has hit me with the Crescent Axe, which has a hell of a lot of blowback on it, actually. I just realised. Deflection, that's the word I'm looking for. They're just poking me to death. Fail some more parries. Guess at this point, I think I might have been... Look out. That's just force, it's not anything else. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm not about to die to this dude, don't worry. I'm not retarded. I do go for a cheap shot, but I'm not stupid enough to die. I think doing a cheap shot is better than dying. At least I recognise I was going to die. And we'll get the Faith spell here anyway. Now, as you see in the earlier part, I did get Velka's Talisman, and I'm using that for several very low spells. I think that's really the only point in using Velka's Talisman. Velka's Talisman, looking at the faith scaling on it and stuff, and the intelligence faith scaling, I should say, if you kind of get my drift, it really, really sucks. As soon as you want to use an offensive miracle like Wrath of the Gods, there's no point in using it anymore because you're at 30 faith anyway. So it's either for soul level 200 people with 99 intelligence, or it's for what I'm using it for, I think. And you'll see that I use very low level miracles. I think the only miracle that actually benefits from using Velka's Talisman is just the regular heal I use. So I'll be tuning regular heal just to supplement my stuff. And also when I'm in the forest, I don't have to pop humanity all over the place. I can just use heal, which is sort of alright when I did it at first, but then I realised that you could just fund 99 humanity and that's okay, and it does a better job anyway. But you never know. It's nice to have that heal option.
You know what I mean?
And I'm just going to give Patches a slap on the back here for a job well done. Thank you. I couldn't have made it down there without full damage without you. Apart from I could, because I've got full control. But I've managed to blather my way all the way through this. Probably all these different bits. Now here, I decide to fight this thing. I always run past it. And now I remember why I run past it. Jesus Christ, that hurt. Now, I remember doing these on New Game Plus and found they were hard. And I've seen one of these as Black Phantom and went nowhere near it, like a pussy. Jesus Christ, you need a tower shield for that bullshit. Just getting behind it, trying to hope to God it doesn't dead angle me like that. Managed to kill it. 1,500 souls is kind of a lot, actually. So I would say they're worth it, but they could just kill your ass. So I'm back here, I'm human, I've got light on again, and I'm not quite sure if I'll be fighting them again, because that hurt. As good as this character is, it's not that good. But here comes another really great item. Not that one, that's just a soul item, but just jumping off here, Leap of Faith. I love this item so much. This is one of my favourite items in the game again. Comes this Silver Serpent Ring. I actually do, some of my other characters, I use a lot of that ring for a lot of PvP, would you believe? Doesn't make sense. Usually you have to, if you want to win, you kind of use every ring you possibly can. But I use that ring because if you need a souls, it's just such a cool ring. I love it. It's almost a definition of swag. It's awesome. And that was one hell of an awesome jump. Just completely trucking the dude as I landed on him. I'm not quite sure if I did that on purpose or not. I know there's a Black Knight around here somewhere. I have no clue where it is. And for those of you who run through this area, like I just did, you get to the spawn point and it doesn't activate. You are in deep shit, because coming around this corner is one of them and one of them. And I'm in sort of deep shit. He's just Kicking me against the bonfire. That should have burnt my ass. Just get the fuck out of here. And that's not a wise decision to use that. Kind of using the terrain against my advantage there. Come on, kill that damn thing. As the dog's dead, and that's like the main threat. He's gone. I don't really have a problem with dudes. He says as he gets splattered. And rather than heal, I will fight him to the death. And I want to see how much I lived on. And that is just a bare sliver there. 5 HP. He knocked me down to 5 HP, and I would have gone all the way back. But I activated the bonfire. I don't see this activated very much, to be honest. So that's that. As it happens, I usually not have trouble with Nito, but I think I used to think Nito was quite a challenging boss, because I used to just run over to him not to get stabbed with those little screaming floor spikes, and just run over to him and all the skeletons, including the giant ones at the back, just gang rape me. So I kind of have to Estus through it, because it can be a bit of a challenge. However, this is the first time I actually started fighting Nito slightly differently, and I see why people say he's piss easy, because you will see how I fight Nito is how, I wouldn't say how you're supposed to fight him, but this is definitely the easy way. Now, as we see, we've got rid of the gold little area here, and we are human, which means one thing. Leroy Paladin is about to pay us a visit, so we've got to go and greet him in the door here. Fortunately for him, he invades in the most obvious spot in the world. Too bad for Leroy, because every time he invades me, he does that. Would I fight him fair? No, he's not human. I don't fight. I only give honor to other humans. I don't care about the computer. When people say they play a game, they're like, "Oh, you're cheesing the game." It's like, the game doesn't fucking care. Why would I care that I'm cheesing an enemy that isn't even real? Just play the game properly. Why do I care that I'm cheating or glitching or anything? Just that's a different conversation. I'm not even going to get into that now, because we're facing off against Nito, the big main man fight. We've got some dudes stepping in my way, and I think from this point on... No, I do actually, because you can get invaded here, because I had quite a fun time actually being an evil bastard with about 5 indictments, and my bro Benzilla trying to hunt me down here as the Dark Moon, and he kept on invading me as I was trying to get to Nito in another playthrough. And fuck man, that was fun. It was like Cops and Robbers Dark Souls style. It was fucking epic. But I know I can be invaded around here, so I'm sort of just doing the area properly. I still don't get invaded. I'm really disappointed in that. Little skeleton babies. Who, a lot of people used to farm humanity here before the other humanity in the Die Edition. I don't know why the hell you would ever want to farm humanity here, because 1, you've got to be quick to pick it up. 2, if you get toxic, you need all the blooming moss to get it, because that's toxic, that's not poison, that is proper toxic. And 3, it's like, as soon as you run out of essences or stuff to heal, you've got to lug your ass all the way back to that bonfire at the back, and it's such a long walk, you might as well just... The rats are better, it's so much better. But now we've got humanity, which is better than everything ever, so I guess that argument's a bit null and void now. There's a summon sign just disappear there as well. That would have been cool. I've never co-opted Nito before. I wonder if he's any different. No, my luck, I'll probably activate the giant skeletons and black crystal out. I've seen people do that. Get a white slab that we'll never use. Probably, if I had a... probably what I might do is do what I did on another character, but I use a cracked red eye orb, invade a character in like Dukes or something, run down to the little gramophone, turn it on, drop a slab and black crystal out. You get like hate messages for doing that little, for activating the gramophone, and you get a little, oh thank you. It's pretty funny, like passive aggressive people. I left an item down there, which I will be going and getting. We've got plenty of essences left. Sweet little skeleton babies. More white chunks, which I didn't need. I guess I can break it down to a green chunk if I want to use like a non-scaled weapon. But anyway, on to Nito. After we get that hero soul, I am literally just stalling, but no one wants to invade me now. It's depressing. Really depressing. And we invade Nito. So we got full control, and this is one of the only times you might actually see full control be useful in the game. So I'm just going to heal up, use full control, not take any damage for once, and proceed to fight Nito. Nito, to be honest, I think I should have probably done worse than I did in this fight, because I sucked at this fight. Yeah, I still won, which leads me to believe that Nito is one of the easiest fights in the game if you fight him how I am about to fight him, which is poorly, but still victoriously. So he's waiting around to see if he wants to do a little scream shout. And first thing you see is you see some skeletons rocking our way. Is that Nito's eyes coming this way? I can't tell. So you got the Munch Bunch come over, and they do their little flail thing. Give them a poke. One poke each and they're dead. So you only get 3 little skeletons anyway. 3 skeletons in Nito. And Nito is he's a dumbass, he really is. He doesn't do much. His cloak there seems to block a lot of hits, but only at very weird angles. He'll do this like charge up attack, which basically clears the area of any enemies that are around. And something a bit odd happens to me in this fight, and I'll point it out when it happens. Nito also does a sweep, which also kills his skeletons, so he's not got a lot going for him. He's sort of got very slow, obvious movements. He hasn't got the biggest damage in the world. You can avoid like the best of the skeletons. Now, watch here, as I get hit by this thing, bam! That does at least half of my health there. That was a huge chunk. Now, remember how much damage that did. And as I was saying, not only does he have like crappy minions you can avoid, that don't do that much damage anyway, he also kills them himself, so he's not got too much going for him. Now, obviously, what the health I got left there, and it only does that much. The game literally felt sorry for me there and let me live. And that is a rare thing for Dark Souls. I guess I just caught the edge of it because I managed to slip away or something, but in my opinion, I should have died there, and I didn't. So the game was being kind to me. And I'm being just slapped around all over the place. I don't really care at this point because I've got 9 essences left and I'm just finishing off. Hopefully, this is why people play New Game Passes, because bullshit like that, which I probably shouldn't have lived, it would have punished me severely. So I get all my souls, and from here we're back up to Dukes. But this video has been rambling on enough. We've managed to kill a Lord Soul, and our build is going to be coming along a lot quicker from now on. So I'll catch you guys in another part. Peace.